have all these different dreams, and most of my friends, they had dreams of what career they were going to be in. Like I dream of being a fireman. I dream of like having a big house, a husband, all that kind of stuff. But for me, my biggest dream was being a mom. It was something that was very important, something that I was very passionate about. And so when me and Kevin got married, I was very excited because it just meant that dream was getting a little bit closer. So when we got married, I expected, in a few years maybe we would get pregnant, and a few years went by and we didn't get pregnant. A lot of attempts were very unsuccessful and very heartbreaking, because started questioning what was wrong with me, and started wondering if this dream was ever going to come to fruition. And then started experiencing some major health issues that had a lot of emotional pain attached to them, a lot of physical pain, and things that I started seeing that being a mom wasn't going to be an option, because it was a struggle for me to take care of myself, let alone have a baby. And so again, the dream just kept feeling like it was slipping farther and farther away. Alright, so one day when I was praying, I was talking to God about and just complaining about my health and everything, and he gave me this verse in 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9 and 10 where Paul's complaining about a thorn in his side, and God responds by saying, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness." And I had to ask myself, is God's grace enough for me? Because the way I was living and the way I was responding was not that his grace was enough for me. In fact, he gave me the word entitled, and he said, "Amanda, you are living as if you're entitled to what I have not given you. You're living in a way that you're entitled to having your health and having a baby." And I realized that I needed to live in God's grace, and that his grace was enough for me. So I made a decision that God is enough for me, even if I was going to not get pregnant, and even if I was to experience days in pain, that I was going to make that decision every day that he was going to be enough. And it wasn't long after I made that decision that I started experiencing some positive health changes. Realized that there could be something more going on, and me and Kevin took a test, and for the first time ever realized that I had a positive pregnancy test and was pregnant with our daughter Adelaide, who is now 5.5. And then a couple years later, we got a beautiful surprise of our second child, Clayton, and as most of you know, just gave birth a week ago to our third child, Caden. It has been a dream of mine that God has completely resurrected, a dying dream that God brought to life. And so if you're here today and you think that you have a dream that is dead, a dream that you've let go, that let me just encourage you to let you know that God resurrects dreams.